Is doing good enough? Or a better way to put it, is merely doing good enough? We want to ask this question in order to evaluate how good we're actually doing. And we want to ask ourselves this question because we have our loved ones. We want to ensure that our loved ones have a brighter future, and we want to really ensure that we have a right perspective of actually doing good. So the first thing is that we must know what is the purpose of doing good. When you say you're doing good, it's basically you're trying to create a situation of peace and happiness. On the other hand, if people are doing bad, it basically creates a situation where there is hopelessness, anxiety, and frustration. So we must do good in order for the world to be more peaceful and happy, especially our loved ones and ourselves. So next thing we can ask ourselves is, um, what is happiness? Happiness is something that is given to us as a reward for satisfying our survival requirements. So happiness comes naturally. Once we seriously take to the path of satisfying our survival, happiness is Mother Nature's way or Mother Nature's reward for such endeavors. So the more we endeavor to correctly and naturally satisfy our survival requirements, so the quality of happiness will be. So we have two reasons or two categories of doing good. We have the relative category, and then we have the absolute category. Now, under the relative category, these are our immediate needs, and Maslow's hierarchy of needs tells us about it. Now, I will not go in details, but Maslow is saying that for the individual to be peaceful and have a sense of accomplishment, food is the most urgent and a right for everybody. So losing the control of food reduces serotonin levels, resulting in anxiety. So um, we must, for the relative aspects of happiness, we must take charge of our foods. As such, we must have a lifestyle that centers around a lot of fruits, vegetables, and herbs, and collecting fresh rainwater. In this way, we take care of our nutritional and medicinal needs, and and this will be under the category of food. So this here is the relative aspect or the relative understanding of doing good, and that is to take care of your food sources. Don't make society dictate and control your food, and you have to work so hard in order to get a meal. You take charge of your food, um, center your family around a lot of fruits, vegetables, and herbs, and Mother Nature will give you genuine happiness, real deep happiness, to bond the family, and in others you become peaceful and happy. So that is relative good. But on the other hand, we must keep a bigger picture. So you see there on the right hand side of the diagram, there is absolute good, right? And absolute good means the kind of picture that we want to keep on a daily basis. And this picture is to value, to always think about, always be aware that we must value the feelings and freedom in whatever life form it manifests. And in this way, we will ensure that we're absolutely heading in a good direction. We're absolutely doing good. We have to value the feelings and freedom in whatever life form it manifests. So there you go. Doing good, in summary, has you must undertake two aspects, and that is the relative and the absolute. In the relative, of course, you got to take care of your food supply, ensure that your family is working together to ensure that the food supply is there. In that way, that's the basic foundation for bonds and peace and happiness. And on the other hand, at the same time, you maintain a general picture of goodness, and that is to maintain a constant awareness and endeavor to value the feelings and freedom for all life. Okay, so doing good is twofold, and I hope you appreciate this enriching perspective of doing good. And I must tell you not to fall for a shallow or cheap understanding of doing good. People talk about doing good all over the place, but really and truly, that kind of doing good is just a patchwork to cover up other problems. It does not really go to the solution of it. And as such, society is getting more and more complex, more and more confusing and hopeless, more and more distress and anxiety is plaguing the culture. Let's not fall for bandaged approach to doing good. We should establish nonviolence and exemplify a self-sufficient plant-based lifestyle. Nonviolence, of course, is to value the feelings and freedom of all life. That's nonviolence. And exemplifying self-sufficient plant-based lifestyle is the relative aspect. And together, nonviolence and a self-sufficient plant-based lifestyle will, by nature's arrangement, will um, do the good that we want. So thank you so much. Please share and leave a comment. Take care.